All right, so I'm coming to you from my bedroom, as you can see here, because this is where I could film at the moment. And yeah, so this is a Dread Central, I don't know, exclusive. And I think this is going to tell you everything you need to know about this film. Like, this will be the whole review right here, basically. I completely forgot I watched this movie. I watched this like 2 weeks ago, and I was reviewing movie after movie after movie, and I just completely forgot about it. And I was looking through stuff I watched, and I was like, wait a minute. I never reviewed this movie, did I? So, Bag of Lies, yeah, another Dread Central film. I'm in the midst of watching another one right now called The Hangman, which is also very forgettable, as well as this one. Completely forgot I was watching that movie, which I started days ago. And when I was looking up Dread Central exclusives, I was like, oh yeah, The Hangman. Oh, fuck, I forgot. I started that movie like a little while ago. Maybe I should get back to it, or maybe I shouldn't. So this is about a guy whose wife is dying of cancer, and he gets this bag from this guy who tells him you got to put it in this room, and there's all these rules, and of course if you do everything right, like your wife, you're going to get everything you want, right? Careful what you wish for, cursed object, too good to be true. We've seen this all before. And what makes this movie forgettable is not that it's terrible, but that it's just derivative, that it's something that we've seen a million times, that it doesn't offer anything that's exciting or fresh or all that great or memorable. It's kind of just there, and it's all just okay, right? Like, the whole film is like, it's watchable enough. I think everybody's performance in it is fine. I think all of the stuff going on in it is, it's fine-ish. The horror in it, not very good. But it kind of reminds me of a movie called Baghead from earlier this year, which was a Shudder film, which a lot of people hated on, but I actually liked. I actually was a bigger fan of it than most. I didn't love it or anything, but I was like much more entertained by that one than this one. So if you hated that one, oh, cool. Well, you can definitely skip this one. But yeah, I think that's really just sums it up right there. It's just, when I forget to review something outright, 99% of the time, it's not a good sign, right? Like, I do a lot of reviews. I watch a lot of shit. I push back, a lot of reviews because of, time constraints, or, my co-host sometimes can't do it because of work, or same, vice versa. So yeah, we can definitely have like a list of films that we're trying to get to that we can't seem to get to, and that definitely happens to us. And every once in a great while, we just kind of forget about a film. But this one, I just genuinely forgot. Like, it wasn't because I was, I didn't have the time or something. I was just doing reviews that day when I watched this, and it just slipped my mind. And this was within 24 hours of watching the damn thing. So, as I said, not a good sign. And yeah, dread movies. I don't know what exactly is considered a dread film, because I was looking through some of the catalog on their website. Like, I went down to their movies and I was looking through them, and I don't know if they sell them through there, but there's a film called Dry Blood on there, which I was a really big fan of years ago. That was an independent, low budget feature that I was real high on and was really pushing for people to watch. Stuff like The Jester, which I think was this year as well, is also a Dread. I think they're Dread Central Originals or Dread Originals, or I can't even remember what it says there. But this is one of those, and mostly the ones that I've seen are real low budget. They ape off of other films very similar to them, and they don't really leave much for you to remember in the end. It's just kind of like, when you mention something like this to me, it's like, did you see that movie? And it's like, which one's that again? And then the more it comes to me, I'm like, oh yeah, I think I watched that. Yeah, that's not the kind of film you want to be, right? You either want to be the film that stands out for being bad or good. Like, be a Troll 2 or be a Hereditary. Don't be anything in between. No, I'm just kidding. You can be stuff in between. But that just like that middle area where you're just like a basic like blah, like 2.5 out of 5. It's just like, ugh. Those are just the worst films to me. So I don't know. I'm not shitting on this movie because I actually think people in it gave a fine performance, and they did try on this to some degree, I suppose, but goddamn, man, you really got to work on these scripts. You've really got to like go back in the writer's room, or back to the computer or whatever, and just give it another look. Just say, okay, is there anything that I could change in here that might elevate this more, that has something unique to say, that has some kind of moment in this that will stand out to people, that will make them say, oh, this is what you should always strive for. You should always have something in your movie, and it doesn't have to be the entire film, but you should have something that is totally yours. And that if I say, oh, did you see that movie with this scene or with this part or with that is really memorable, and people can like identify it like instantly, like, oh yeah, yeah. But if I give you the plot line and I kind of go through the basic elements of everything in this film, it's going to sound like 15 other films or more. And then when you ask for more specifics, I'm going to say, I don't really have any. Like, I don't know. They kind of just do things, and then I gave you the general plot synopsis. Like, that's basically it. It's the structure of the plot, and just scenes getting you from one scene to the next to fill that stuff in, but with nothing to say in between. So these films are always rough watches for me because I feel like they're good intentioned. I feel like the people here, could have something to say or something good, but they just, I don't know. They're so wrapped up in making sure that they make a competent film that they don't take a minute to, just take a risk and swing for the fences because they're too worried they're going to fuck up or that it's not going to be received. So they play it safe. But good films never play it safe. Good films take risks and try something different and push the envelope. And I don't know, this one ain't it. So that's that. Bag of Lies. Not a recommendation, obviously. But yeah, so let me know. All right, bye.